Hi Taurus, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly astrological report for the month of July 2022. So a lot has been happening. Neptune, the planet of dreams and fantasy and imagination, as well as art and creativity and selfless love, self-undoing and deception and confusion, retrograded on June 28th at 25 degrees of the mutable water sign of Pisces. And it retrograded in your house of friends and groups and community. You feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after. So as you begin the month of July, you're feeling that Neptune haze. Maybe you found out some information that you had no idea about a friend. Maybe there's a bit of a confusing or tenuous situation occurring with one of your friends, or they're going through a difficult time. This energy can be a little bit tiring when we first begin the month, but it's also connecting strongly to dreams and to psychic messages and intuition. And as we begin the month, there are also 4 points transiting in the Cardinal fire sign of Aries, in your house of the unconscious mind, dreams, and spirituality. Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and vision, optimism and growth. Chiron, the wounded healer. Eris, the goddess of discord, and Mars, the planet of drive and passion, are all transiting in your house of the imagination. And this is an excellent opportunity to really work with your dreams, whether it's journaling or singing or chanting or doing affirmations, the law of abundance. Excellent energy to be creative. You are such a creative sign. And Jupiter will retrograde at the end of this month. It will be in Aries until October 28th. And then it's going to return to the final 2 degrees of Pisces from October 28th through December 20th, transiting in your house of groups and community, expanding that sector of your chart. Then it will return to the sign of Aries from December 20th through May 16th, in your house of dreams and the imagination, really working to magnetize good fortune and healing and beautiful art and love in this time. And then Jupiter will come to your sign on May 16th through the end of next year and the early part of 23, opening a lot of doors for you. So that's nice to know. But Jupiter will retrograde at the end of the month. How can you be more creative and expand and open up your connection to that? Eliminating disbelief that you can grow. And Chiron, the wounded healer, will retrograde in the middle of July, expanding how you can heal through tapping into your imagination. And the month, there are a lot of planets in your house of the unconscious. We've got Uranus and the North Node transiting in your sign, bringing a lot of fated opportunities and a lot of awakening. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and money, the ruler of your sign, is transiting in Gemini, in your house of money and income. And Mercury, the planet of communication, thoughts, and ideas, is also transiting in your house of income and resources, helping you to focus on how you can really, bring in new financial opportunities. The sun is transiting in the Cardinal water sign of Cancer, in your house of learning and teaching and local community and networking. So if you're looking for a job, you shine through your communication, and also promoting your own business and getting involved in local community and having a little bit of fun and socializing would be nice. So we begin the month, and on July 1st, Mars forms a challenging aspect to Pluto, the planet of power and elimination, and this occurs at 10:14 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's a time that it could be difficult with people. They could be looking for a fight. For you, where this is occurring, that would be a great time for doing a detox and trying to do some shadow work and eliminate negative thinking that keeps you back. On July 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, forms a helpful aspect to Saturn, the planet of structure, at 6:39 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's good for anchoring your thoughts, but then Mercury is going to form a challenging aspect to Neptune, the planet of illusion and fantasy, and that occurs at 4:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That could bring miscommunication with friends. It's better for doing your own work that day if you can, and being very creative. You are such a creative sign, doing manifesting work, but working on your own with that if you're able. On July 5th, there are two planetary changes. Mars, the planet of action and passion, enters your sign at 2:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where it will transit until August 20th. And Mars takes approximately 2 years to transit and brings a new 2-year cycle of new action in your life, getting things done, whether it's a workout plan, whether it's connecting and dating other people, or building new relationships, whether it's doing new things with your business or launching new things. This is a whole new energy for you and really gets you busy and having a lot going on. Mercury, the communication, also changes signs on that date. At 2:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, it enters the Cardinal water sign of Cancer, where it will be until July 19th. And it's transiting in your house of communication, so good for interviewing, reaching out to other people, socializing, and just learning in many different capacities. And then on July 6th, Mercury forms a helpful aspect to Mars at, I just forgot when it happens, but at 2:37 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's good for getting things done and feeling focused. On July 9th, Mercury squares Jupiter, the biggest and luckiest planet, and that occurs at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That could feel like just a lot happening at once. It's very good manifesting work for you because Jupiter is the master manifester, and it's working in your house of the unconscious mind. To really manifest, you have to believe it's possible, but it could just be an excessive energy, a lot happening at once. And then on July 10th, the Sun forms a helpful aspect to Uranus, the planet of innovation, brilliance, and community. And that occurs at 4:39 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For you, that could bring some opportunities to promote yourself in some way. Maybe a job opportunity comes in out of the blue, a social invitation, but something positive and really good for brainstorming. And then on July 13th, there's a full moon that day. It's a very special full moon, or significant one, because it occurs at 21 degrees and 21 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And it falls in your house of belief systems and publicity and promotion, as well as hope and optimism. Now, this sets off where the Saturn-Pluto conjunction occurred on January 12th of 2020. The two malefics of the zodiac met up at the world point and brought down many structures of our world. This full moon sets that off within half of a minute, and it's about how you can release the blocks in order to rebuild, which we've all been trying to do the last couple of years. For you, releasing negative limitations on your thinking to manifest hope. And on the day of the full moon, Venus forms a beautiful trine to Saturn at 12:28 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Venus rules your sign, and it's about finding love and value and new ways to make money and anchor that as we release the blocks. And the full moon itself occurs at 2:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, again at 21 degrees and 21 minutes of Capricorn in your house of belief systems. So do some kind of a full moon ritual, negative thinking, so you can really magnetize new hope in this new era. And then on July 14th, Venus, which rules your sign, forms a challenging aspect to Neptune, the planet of dreams and fantasy. And that occurs at 1:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That can feel misleading with friends and groups, and it definitely can be challenging, but it also is a good manifesting energy and very creative energy. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So if you're able to work on your own, that is a good healing energy, but it can be confusing with others and with relationships, definitely. On July, on July 17th, there is, Mercury forms a beautiful trine to Neptune, and that occurs at at 3:52 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's good, feeling hopeful, and with Neptune making a positive aspect, really tapping into the dreams and healing work. And then the sun forms a beautiful trine to Neptune, and that occurs at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that's good for connecting with others and just feeling optimistic and, really working with your dream in a hopeful way. And then Venus, the planet of love and money, changes signs at 9:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time and enters the cardinal water sign of Cancer, where it'll transit until August 11th, transiting in your house of networking and socializing and local community and interviewing and communication. So really good for making a good impression, good for creative writing, and again, if you're trying to look for a job, excellent for making a good impression, excellent if you're trying to meet new people, very social energy as well. So that's nice. On July 18th, Mercury forms an opposition to Pluto at 3:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That could bring power struggles. It could definitely reveal information. So see what happens around that time. On July 19th, Mercury enters the fixed fire sign of Leo at, at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Will transit until August 4th, transiting in your house of home, family, and emotional foundation. If you have your own business, it's excellent for doing work from home, and it's also good for getting organized at home. And Mercury is fun and playful in the Leo and very creative. On that same date, Chiron, the wounded healer, retrogrades at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 16 degrees and 26 minutes of the cardinal fire sign of Aries. That pronounces the wounds for all of us to heal and to face vulnerability. It's retrograding in your house of the imagination and of your unconscious mind, and really connecting to that part. So it could be areas that you're not aware of. A lot of us bury certain things, but this is a very good healing energy about really being true to yourself. And then on, on August 22nd, the sun enters the fixed fire sign of Leo at 4:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it will be in Leo until August 22nd, transiting in your house of home and family, really shining in that area. So that's really nice. And then on July 25th, The two benefics of the zodiac square one another. That's not a bad energy, but it can be excessive and a bit indulgent. Venus, the planet of love and money and what you value, squares Jupiter, the planet of excess and expansion and optimism. And that occurs at 2:13 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that could be a fun energy too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad energy. And then, let's see, on July 26th, Mercury forms a challenging aspect to Mars, and Mars is transiting in your sign, and that occurs at 3:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That could bring challenges with family or loved ones, or just feeling a bit frustrated. That's more of a challenging influence. On July 28th, it's another big day because there is a new moon that day that occurs at 5 degrees and 39 minutes of the fixed fire sign of Leo at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The new moon is always a time for setting new intentions and planting new seeds to do the law of abundance. The new moon occurs in your house of home and family. So if you're looking to get a new home or sell a home or fix your place up, excellent energy for initiating things in that area. And then Jupiter, the luckiest planet, retrogrades, and this occurs at 4:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 8 degrees and 43 minutes of the Cardinal fire sign of Aries, and it retrogrades in your house of spirituality and dreams, really tapping in to how you can expand. You feel that energy 5 days before and 5 days after. How can you magnetize your dreams? And then Mercury also squares Uranus that date, and that occurs at 5:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You might get some unexpected news because Uranus is transiting in your sign. And then on July 31st, Uranus meets up with the North Node of Karma at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The North Node is transiting in your sign through May 16th of next year. That could bring very fated opportunities out of the blue. Pay attention to what comes up at that time for you, whom you meet, and just expect that there could be very exciting things that occur around then. I wish you a lot of luck, Taurus, and thank you very much.